So have you guys ever heard the saying that if you win the morning, you win the whole entire day? Well, if not, you heard it now. And it is so true. Because if you feel productive in the morning and if you have that productive routine, then you're going to kill the whole entire day because it kind of sets that routine, it sets the momentum. So moving forward, everything's going to go smoothly. So I want to show you guys how I kind of effectively have my morning routine, what I do in the morning to kind of kickstart and jumpstart the day. So first off, I wake up typically around like 8:30 in the morning. So I know that might seem late for some of you, but basically I typically work really late. Sometimes I have clients until 11, 12 p.m. because I'm on the East Coast and some of them want to meet at like 6 o'clock their time, which is 9 o'clock my time. So typically I do work very late on the weekdays. So I do like to sleep in a little bit, but I do find that that's the ultimate kind of wake up time for me, that I wake up early, get some stuff done, but I don't sleep too far in that then I kind of waste the whole entire day away. Sweet spot. So once I wake up at 8:30, I give myself about a half hour of like me time. And I really need that time in the morning to just relax and get adapted to the day, because I'm not one of those people that their alarm goes off and then all of a sudden they jump out of bed and can start doing things. I need like a few minutes to just like realize that I'm awake and kind of start adapting to the day. So I do wake up at 8:30 and then until about maybe 8:45, I spend time scrolling on my phone. I know some people say don't scroll on the phone in the morning, it's not productive, it's this or that, but it works for me and I really enjoy it. Then at around 8:45, that's when I decide to get up. I start doing my makeup, my hair, and even if I'm just working from home, I still do all of this because it just makes me feel a little bit more presentable. It also makes me feel a little bit more like alive and woken up, ready for the day. So I do like to straighten my hair. I don't put too much makeup on, as you guys see in these videos, but just maybe a little bit of like foundation, sometimes a little bit of lipstick for a little bit of like pop or a little bit of color, maybe sometimes a little bit of mascara, but don't go overboard. Also, just even changing your clothes, sometimes that kind of kickstart the motivation for the day because it shows like, okay, we're not in our pajamas, we're not in our bedtime clothes anymore. Now we're in like our daytime clothes, and it starts, kickstart that motivation. So that's definitely, I have to say, I sometimes struggle with that because I really do like my comfy clothes, but that's tough for another day. But that is something that I try to do in the morning. So once I feel like alive and ready, got my makeup done, my hair done, scrolled on my phone, had some me time, then I make sure that I'm at the desk by 9 o'clock. Now, typically I don't have clients until about 10 o'clock, so I have about an hour gap of like, let's really go gung-ho and let's be super productive before the day even starts, essentially. So what I do in that time is I first go and grab myself like a nice glass of water just to kind of rehydrate myself in the morning. A lot of times I use lemon water. I know some people like coffee or tea. I'm not a big like coffee or tea person, but if that's you, go ahead and do that. But I do really like my like lemon water or ice water in the morning. So I'll get a nice tall glass of that. I'll sit down at the desk. Sometimes even like put a couple like essential oils in just to kind of liven the day, make it smell nice and good in my office, and then I'll go ahead and start delving into my work. Now, the work that I like to start off with is the work that I dread doing. So for example, I hate doing invoicing. There are some other things that I just don't like to do, certain emails that I don't want to get to, or certain marketing things that I just don't want to do. So I do those right first thing in the morning. Because if you procrastinate those, you're going to set the tone for the whole day and start procrastinating everything. So I really suggest to try and implement that. And I designate those things the night before. So I say like, okay, what are the things that you're going to do right when you wake up? So I literally have no excuse to procrastinate. So I go ahead and do those. Then about like 15 minutes prior to my first client at around 10 o'clock, I go ahead and make myself breakfast. Something relatively simple. I really like oatmeal, some like sweet cut up banana or something like that. I like to eat that in the morning. But I have that with my ice water, I eat that, continue doing some work as I'm eating, and then I'm ready for my first, let's say, 10 o'clock appointment. So that's kind of the general progression of what I like to do. I know that doesn't work for everyone, but try and figure out what works for you. Because I know some people like to shower in the morning. I'm not that type of person. I like to shower like midday when I take like a break and I do like a workout or things like that. So it definitely works different for each individual person, but find your morning routine that works super nice for you. But regardless what your morning routine is, just having a morning routine really helps you start being productive, because it's kind of gives you that goal that you check off at the beginning of the day that say, I did this, I was productive from this point to this point, now I'm going to continue with that momentum and continue being productive. So I highly encourage you guys to create your own morning routine. Let me know how that goes. Let me know what's in your morning routine, if it's relatively similar to mine. What time do you wake up? What do you put in your morning routine? All of those things I'd love to hear more about, so feel free to comment that down below. Also, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like, as well as if you want more tips on how to be productive, how to be have motivation, how to be organized, all of those things, essentially just to be a better version of yourself, make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.